What's up, you guys? New day. I'm surprised no one's actually said it yet. In my vlogs, I'm wearing like a lot of the same shirts. If I don't really do anything, like yesterday I didn't really do anything. And I was wearing this shirt. I just kind of throw it back on the next day. I don't rewear the same pants or shorts or anything, but shirts I don't really find that big of a deal. Plus, I'm not leaving the house. But so they've changed the stay-at-home order thing, like, in Michigan, at least. I'm not a political person at all. I don't like getting into politics, You have your views, I have my views. I don't hate anybody because of their views, it is what it is. Like, I'm not that kind of person because just some people you can't talk about politics, they just start, like, verbally attacking you and stuff. It's stupid, but, I've never been a fan of our governor here in Michigan. She's like raised our taxes and raised all kinds of prices on stuff and taxes and whatnot. And every time it's done, it's because we're going to improve our roads. We're going to use that money to improve our roads. And it's never like, every road I drive on is still terrible. Michigan roads suck. But anyways, though, with this coronavirus thing, she has, like, essentially up until now, like, copied everything that Ohio did. Like, there was nothing done at all. And then Ohio was like, hey, we're going to enforce, like, a stay-at-home order, non-essential businesses closed, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, 3 days later, she would do that. And then Ohio would update theirs, and then a couple days later, she would do the same thing. So it was like, Ohio has, like, very few cases of coronavirus. Michigan, I think we're like number 3. So, it kind of says something right there in my opinion. But also most of the cases here in Michigan seem to be like around Detroit and like Wayne, where people are still going out and having like car meets and just, functioning like as if nothing's going on. And I see it on Facebook. Everybody's just bitching about it, saying, oh, you can't make me stay at my house and blah, blah, blah. Like, you are the reason we are still dealing with this shit, Like, we could be at the end of this. Like, next week was supposed to be the end of this because, the projected date of this stuff kind of dying off and, like, I don't know the term I'm looking for, like, receding, kind of going away was, like, now or very soon. But everybody's still going out and about, just hanging out with, like, large groups of people. Like, we got that state park by our house where there's a boat launch to Lake Erie. Somebody posted a picture the other day. You couldn't even... That parking lot is huge. And if I have the clip, I'll still... When I was flying my drone there, like, a couple months ago, I'll try to post a picture of it. It is gigantic. And you couldn't even find a spot in there to park because there were so many cars in there parked, and there were just people hanging out in large crowds just drinking and stuff. Like, that, as much as I want to do that, and as much as it's bullshit that we have to be told that we have to, like, stay in our houses and not do anything, that's what's going to fix this stuff. And now there's this stupid post going on Facebook, like, the governor could have said, if you've been at home for 3 weeks and you're symptom-free, go out and hang out with friends and blah, 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 blah. But she didn't. She said this, like, if you're symptom-free for 3 weeks, what the hell does that mean? You go out to Kroger one time, you risk catching it. You could have it with no symptoms. Like, that, I don't know, like, every argument I see shared against the stay-at-home stuff is just a joke. Like, I don't know. It's pretty stupid to me. But yeah, so anyways, now they're actually starting to crack down on it. Now they're saying, you can't go out and ride your motorcycle, leisurely, which, for us, that's the slingshot, which that's one that I'll strongly disagree with. If I go in my garage, get my vehicle, my slingshot out, and I go drive around town, down the highway, down the back roads, and come back, there is zero chance that I'm going to, contract this stuff. There's zero chance that I'm going to spread it. Like, I'm not stopping. I'm not, hanging out with people. Like, that's where I'm going to say you're starting to infringe on my rights, that I can't leisurely take my own vehicle out for a ride. But that's one of the few things I disagree with, so, but, like all these people saying, like, oh, we're going to, get together and they can't stop us all and they can't, fine us all and blah, 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 blah. Well, congratulations. Thank you for being the reason that we have to stay locked up during this stuff. And now stores are actually like taping off the areas that you can't go, like Walmart and Myers and even Lowe's. I think now somebody just said, like, non-essential areas are taped off. Like, you can't go in there and get furniture or TVs, and like, it's basically like you go in for groceries. Now, Lowe's, I don't get. Like, how do you deem anything in there essential versus non-essential? You know what I mean? Like, that's a really touchy one. Like, okay, like, I guess mulch. Like, I guess, yeah, that would be non-essential. But, what if my kitchen sink breaks or something like that? Okay, now we have no sink. I need to go buy a new sink, but that's deemed non-essential. So now I got to use our upstairs bathroom sink or something. Like, I don't know. That's a really gray area to me. But it sucks. Like, now it's just starting to get worse. Whoops. Now it's just starting to get worse, and it's going to get to a point where we're literally going to be like trapped in our houses, only able to go get groceries because nobody listens to it. Like, and then the ones like, obviously you guys have seen me. I've went to Lowe's and get lumber for the deck. That's non-essential. I'm not going to argue that. I shouldn't be doing that. But when I've done it, I've played it safe. I keep my distance from people. I've sanitized the carts, before I touch them. Like, obviously that's not the end all be all. Like, yeah, guaranteed not going to get it. But, I mean, I am taking precautions. I am playing it safe. I'm not interacting with people. I'm not, sitting there BSing with, store clerks or, other people I run into at Lowe's or something like that. But yeah, so it's just, I feel like now it's going to start getting really shitty. And oh yeah, read your, if you guys got like your mortgage stuff or rent or anything like deferred and they send you a letter, make sure you read it, because even though I specifically said deferral on the phone with my mortgage company and she said yes, now I get my letter says, on, I think it's July 1st, my regular payment schedule will resume. And I'm like, okay, obviously I start making my normal payment again. And then it says, when short-term relief ends, we understand you may not be able to make the missed payments in a lump sum. No, I cannot make 4 mortgage payments in one lump sum when I'm not working. As of right now, because we still haven't gotten the stimulus check, we still haven't gotten the extra $600 a week. As of right now, my unemployment pays the utilities and my cell phone and our internet and stuff with just, a little bit extra spending money. So no, losing $400 or $500 a week, I'm not going to be able to make, it's stupid. And then it says, we understand you may not be able to make the missed payments in a lump sum. If you need additional assistance at the end of the 3 months, we will work with you on how to handle the suspended payments, possible options, a continuation of the payment suspension, moving missed payments to the end of the loan. Yeah, that's what I asked for on the phone when I said payment deferral. And you said, yes, we're offering 3 months deferral, blah, blah, blah. So pay attention to all the fine print. So I'm going to call them again and bitch about that. Which, I mean, they're not... I've seen a couple of them on Facebook share the letter that they got from theirs saying, basically, like, all we're doing is you don't have to make the payments right now, and we're not going to report them as late or charge you a late fee. They're saying, like, on that 4th month, everything is due. And basically what that means is now you are past due, on that 4th month. Now you become 3 months past due with no late fees. So 3 months past due, now they can, if they want, start the foreclosure process, and it's just like, I think unfortunately, a lot of people are going to overlook that and think like, because even myself, like up until now, I was like, oh, cool. You know, I got 3 mortgage payments deferred to the end of my loan, which is perfectly fine with me. Yeah, I know I'll pay a little bit more, a little extra interest, but, you know, not having to make a mortgage payment right now when I'm, you know, getting minimum wage, or not minimum wage, but getting unemployment, that's extremely helpful for a lot of reasons, you know, but then I read that and I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm going to have to call them again. But, I mean, they seem to know that you're probably not going to be able to do it, and then they're going to offer other options, but just let me set up the deferrals right now. I'm not, period, going to have, you know, let's see, so on July, so my July payment would be due, and then the last 3. So, yeah, I'm not going to have just like $4,000 almost in my bank account to pay you. Like, come on now. If I can't pay it on time, or, you know, if I can't pay it right now, how am I going to have the money to pay it, you know, like by the time I'm going back to work? Like, that's, I don't know. They didn't really think that one through very much. But, you know, they've been good to me so far. So I'm sure, you know, we've been with them for almost 7 years now, I think. I think this will be the 7th year we lived here. So, yeah. So I'm not too worried about it. I just, you know, definitely want to point that out to some people. And a lot of, like, the federal thing that they passed that's saying, you know, they can't evict you for not paying rent for the next couple months. That's the bad one, because a lot of people are like, oh, hell yeah, I don't got to pay rent. And a lot of them are even still working. So they're like, hell yeah, I don't got to pay rent. I'm going to have all kinds of money. And then at the end of that, you know, whenever that bill, like, or whenever that law or rule or whatever you want to call it ends, guess what? Now your landlord is going to come at you for 3 or 4 months of rent. And then they can legally be like, well, you know, you're 3 months behind. Or I don't know exactly how like an eviction process goes, but now they can start the eviction process, and they don't have to. I legally don't think that they have to work with you to, you know, get it figured out. And you know, I hope that doesn't happen. I really don't, but I see a lot of people on Facebook. Like Facebook, I'm not gonna lie, I want to disable mine. My idea of Facebook is, you know, you just see what everybody's up to, you know, see pictures of their dogs and, you know, what they're doing to their cars, or, you know, pictures from their family vacations and stuff like that. But all I see is on Facebook is the coronavirus is a hoax. Democrats made it up. It's, you know, so Trump wouldn't get voted in again. Fuck Trump. Fuck this governor. You can't make me stay in my house. 5G's killing everybody. Coronavirus is fake. Like, it's just, Facebook is literally toxic. Like, every time I get on it, it just irritates me. So, like, I really need to just disable it. But at the same time, I feel I'm like that. I've got like what do they call it? Like fear of missing out. Like, I'm going to disable it, not have it, and then miss something cool, or miss, like, you know, because I mean, truthfully, that is how I get a lot of news. You know, that is how I hear of a lot of, like, you know, the stay-at-home order and stuff like that. Like, I don't watch the news on TV, you know, so if I don't have Facebook, I'm not going to hear about, like, updates on, like, okay, now we're going to start finding people for being on a boat. Like, I'm not going to hear that, you know, so it's almost like, do I shut Facebook down for a minute, or do I stay on it and just not get on it as much? I don't know, but yeah, it's just annoying. It's our dog's birthdays today. Bailey, tell him it's your birthday. She's like, nope, just rub my stomach. She said that's how she wanted to spend her birthday, just relaxing. But, yeah, so might have to put the deck on hold now, which kind of sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. It sucks because, like, even though I know, like, this is a stay-at-home, like, prevent the spread of this crap, you know, this isn't like a vacation. You know, for me, it feels like a vacation because I work 6 or 7 days a week, you know, sometimes 12 hours a day. So, like, half the time I'm working holidays. Like, there's been years where I've had to work Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So this for me is like the only long length of time that I've ever had off work. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to get so much stuff done around the house. And it's like, well, I mean, at this point, you really can't because apparently it's not essential. I mean, obviously it's not essential, but it just sucks because, like, in my chest or whatever, in my soul, I'm like, damn, I was off for, 2 months of work and I just wasted it. I didn't get anything done. But it's like, now at this point, I really can't, like I built our fire pit, I wanted to have the deck done by now. Here, I want to have it done like Monday, but here we are on today's Saturday and I'm still not done with it. Truthfully, today's a really nice day. I wish I would have bought more lumber at Lowe's because I could have finished it today. Like, I feel like it'd take me maybe an hour to pull those, not even an hour to pull those other boards off and, be able to screw the top ones on and have all that stuff done. And I don't mean finish it as having the steps and stuff done, but finished as in all the new top boards are on and I can have all the new 2x8s on the outside. So then all I have to do is the steps, which, again, we have one good set. That's all we need right now. The steps can come at a later date. But, yeah, apparently Lowe's is closed. I might see if I can do like an online order and pick it up. Maybe see if you can kind of throw the system for a loophole. I don't really know. Again, nothing going on today, so I wanted to, at least get some kind of content up. So, yeah, I'm actually going to probably try to see. And then I don't want to do the online order because then, they're going to give me, even when I went the other day, I checked every board and there was like, I grabbed 8. And out of the 8 that I grabbed, there was at least 4 that were bad. Like they were crooked or they had like a chunk or a crack. And I feel like if you're a Lowe's employee doing like an online order, you're just going to grab, 8 pieces of wood. You're not looking at it. You're not making sure it's nice and straight. So that kind of sucks, but that might be the risk I have to take. Maybe that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably just buy extra. And then when all this stuff's over, I'll just take the old pieces back or exchange them or whatever. Or buy what I need, and then if they're bad, I'll buy more. I don't know. We'll see. That stupid virus, man. It's like life's just going like this right now because of it. Like everything was going great. And then, like, cool, I get some time off work. I can chill at home. I get unemployment. And then unemployment was like, nope, all kinds of issues. We're not, you're not getting paid yet. And then I got that taken care of. So everything was on the up and up. And I was like, cool, I'm going to rebuild our deck, build us a fire pit, finally revamp our backyard the way I've been wanting to, and then now, nope, all that's going back downhill. I don't know, like it's stupid because like everybody argues against this judge or this governor saying there's only 3 counties. I think it's like 3 counties in Michigan attest for like the entire area, like where this stuff is like spread through or whatever. Like 3 counties are like bad, I guess is what I'm saying. Everywhere else like has little to none. And they're saying that those 3 counties should be on lockdown. The rest of Michigan should be free to do whatever. And it's like, how do you enforce that? Are you going to pull every car that's going down the highway over and say, hey, what county are you from and where are you going and why? Like, no, that's not even plausible. Like, that's not going to happen. And also, like, whether it's every county or just 3 counties, Michigan is number 3 for total cases in the United States. So that, kind of accounts for something, unfortunately. Sorry, I just had to rant and ramble a little bit. But you guys will see here in a second, I guess, if Lowe's worked out or not. So yeah, ironic enough, my mom just called as I was trying to record this clip the first time. So, but she's one of these people, like, at first, oh, it's just the flu. It's no big deal. These people are acting stupid. And then, they started shutting works, started shutting businesses down and canceling sporting events and stuff like that. And then, she kind of started to take it serious. And then at one point she texted me, she's like, I just bought some masks. Please, honey, if you go out in public anywhere, wear it, blah, blah, blah. This stuff's getting bad. And then a couple days later, which is like more recently, like this past week, oh, it's just a hoax. The Democrats created this so Trump won't get voted back into office, to blah, 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 blah. I'm like, where do you come up with this shit? What the I'm sorry for my language, but Jesus Christ. Like, the stuff she shares on Facebook, like, it's embarrassing. I'm like, this is so pathetically reaching. Like, I'll admit some conspiracy theories about some stuff, like, you're like, oh wow, damn, you know, that's kind of like, it'll make you think, and you're like, no shit, wow, yeah, that's, I could see, you know, how it might be that instead of this or whatever. But 98% of them about this coronavirus, with 2 seconds on Google, a toddler can prove you wrong. Like, oh my God. And this video is not about that. I'm not here to debate about whether you think it's real or not. If you don't think it's real, though, please just step out of your house and look at life. How's life going right now? But she shares all that crap, and now it's back to a hoax, and all of her friends are, you know, obviously, you know, same age as her and whatnot, and they're all like, it just seems like, from what I put together, all the older people just take the stuff as a joke. Like, I don't get it. Like, the ones who have the you know, chances of having like a compromised immune system and this badly affecting you, it's all a joke to them. Like, no wonder it's only the old people dying, because they're the one that don't take it serious. But yeah, this video is not to knock her or anything, you know, she's my mom, but it's just like, and then she called when I was actually recording this, ironically, she called, and when she'll say this stuff, I'll quickly, you know, like, oh, you know, I went to Lowe's. She was at Lowe's, and that's how I heard that Lowe's has like non-essential stuff taped off or whatever. And she's like, this governor shithead, blah, 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 you know, making this stupid stuff happen. I'm like, no, you can thank the people who go to these places and hang out as if it's a fucking family gathering, you know? That's who you can thank. Like, as much as I don't like this governor as anybody else doesn't, I'm not going to argue this, because, you know, you give these people a mile, you give these people an inch, and they're taking a mile. So, you know, it's like, at first, you know, we had plenty of leeway. Be smart, don't be stupid. What do people do? They take way more than that leeway just to try to prove a point. And then what happens? Look what happens. Now you're not allowed to go out in your boats. Am I still going to go out on the slingshot? You bet your ass. I'm not going to lie to you. But at the same time, when I go out on that slingshot, I'm not stopping. I'm not talking to people. I'm not hanging out with people. I'm getting on it in my garage. And I'm not getting off it until I'm back in my garage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, be smart. Don't be stupid about this stuff. Like, that's all it takes. But Lowe's is letting me place online orders and stuff still. So I'm about to get me some lumber. Pretty much gonna buy, like, I don't know, like, I haven't counted from the middle over to like the garage, like where I haven't put the wood. So I don't know how many pieces I need there. I know I need 13 for the, you know, the boards that I haven't taken off yet in front of the door. I need 13 to get to the end. I'm gonna buy 10 right now so I can get most of that done. Actually, no. I have extras that I haven't screwed down yet, so I'm just gonna, like, I'm gonna put them down and then put another one next to it and then just keep moving them so they're all in the right spot, so I don't, like, you know, have to cut one, like, shorter or something like that, like, lengthwise. So, yeah, I'm gonna go get some wood, hopefully.